welcome to today's edition of By the Book. This is the day that the Lord had made, and I don't know about you, but I am going to rejoice. I'm going to be glad in it, not because of, but in spite of. And you should have that testimony on today or tonight or whatever time you're viewing this. Let this be the day that you allow Christ to make the difference in your life. I tell you, he can make a sunshiny day out of any situation. It's amazing. Other people can see the clouds, but you can see the sun in the midst. And how? Because he will give you grace. He will give you peace that passes all understanding. Girl, let me tell you, I'm not talking just to I'm talking to everybody, but I'm talking to my sisters right now. Girl, let me tell you, God will give you a peace that people will say, how is she going through that? If it had not been for God, you would not be able to go through it. Well, I tell you what, God is reaching and touching, and we're excited about this new series and this new show that we have, By the Book. We have some great authors that are coming on, great music ministry, and more. So do this. Call a friend, get a pen, because there's going to be information that we need to share, and you can write down and let them know that By the Book is on the air. I'll be right back. And we are back. Dr. Brenda C. Miller, and welcome to By the Book. Somehow I wish I think when I go back and edit this, I'm going to put Stevie Wonder's song, and I sort of hear, isn't she lovely? Ah, yes, and we're in the mood. I tell you, God is love, and he's just not the love of God, but he is the amor. He is the romantic love of God, and that's what you need to know out there. You need to share that, because if we leave it to the world to describe and to give us the definition of love, it will be sordid. It will be definitely outside of the will of God. But God is love, and I tell you what, we have back on today's show someone we've had before. She is an author. She has some of the greatest romance books you ever want to read. We're glad to have back with us, and for the first time on the new By the Book, Charlene McLaren. Charlene, I gotta get my hug. Aww,
so sweet.
Yes, I tell you, almost matching green. It's a color coordinated. We got a little color coordinated thing going on.
And I didn't even call you last night to see what you were going to wear.
We didn't. No memos.
Isn't
memos went out. We were just here. Listen, Charlene has a new book, and listen, I'm going to read this. Charlene launches a River of Hope series. Oh, let me get the book. Let me talk about the book. Let me grab the book right here. Look at it. Here's the book. Oh, I tell you, it is. You come up with some of it. They're so real. They're like Lifetime movies. Can I say that? I didn't say Lifetime. They're like this channel that has movies about life.
And romance.
And romance that are
Lots
really,
of
really
romance.
good. And lots of romance. Oh, Livy's song. Let's talk about Livy. Hometown girl, middle America, apple pie, days gone by.
Yep.
I don't know, sometimes you just want to read it because it takes you back to a time better than what we're living in.
This is the 1920s.
Yeah,
And
ladies were,
woo! Yeah, flapper. It's the flapper era.
Wow.
And the Prohibition era, when alcohol was banned. And so I have a lot of little plot twists and so forth in the story. And Livy is about a widow who runs a restaurant called Livy's Kitchen.
That's right.
And she has two little boys, and she's struggling to keep the restaurant afloat. And along comes a man with a knapsack on his back and a harmonica in his pocket.
But one of the things I wanted to talk about first, let's talk about Livy's Kitchen. And this is something you brought out. I love this. You brought girlfriend out as an entrepreneur. She was an independent woman that was working and making it in the 20s, sisters.
Yeah, in the 20s.
Okay.
Sisters.
We're just having fun.
I love it. And yes, and then this ex-convict comes in. She does not know he's an ex-convict, and he tries to keep his past a secret. And he is a new believer in Christ. He found Christ while he was in prison, and he has now been released, and he is starting over. And he winds up in a little town called Wabash, Indiana. So that is the setting for my new series called River of Hope.